Here's what you're probably doing wrong on your USA Jobs questionnaire, which may be the reason why you can't get referred for a position.
So first things first, read the who may apply to this job, who to this job open to section. If you don't fall under any of the categories that are listed under that job posting, then you wouldn't qualify for the application and you're going to get booted out. So now let's move on to the duties. Your resume has to speak to the KSAs, the knowledge, the skills, and the abilities of the posting. So if you are reading a job posting, you need to make sure that your resume has keywords that are listed in the posting. All right, now here's the fun part. Let's move on to eligibilities. If you are claiming any of these eligibilities, veteran, spousal, anything like that, you have to show and have supporting documentation. So I am a military spouse, and question number 4 is asking about military spouses and if you are a military spouse of an armed service member who is eligible for the non-competitive blah blah blah. If I don't attach my marriage certificate and my husband's orders, I'm going to get booted right out the system. And I'm a military spouse, but my application will not get pushed through. So if I click yes, I have to provide that supporting documentation. And this is where a lot of people go wrong because they're clicking these eligibilities, but they are not providing the supporting documentation that goes along with it. So now let's move on to the assessment. When you're reading these questions, first things first, the questions that they are asking, you need to also make sure that your resume speaks to the questions because these are a part of the job duties. So for question number 2, have you ever advised your manager and employees on requirements of human resources development programs? If you have done this in your regular job, you need to be selecting that you are considered an expert, period. Don't go selecting that you've done the task. Like you are an expert because this is part of your daily duties on your job. So if you are not clicking that you are an expert in evaluating instructional material, maybe you've done this, you've created SOPs, you've created guidances for different organizations, you need to be selecting that you are an expert. So this is where a lot of y'all are going wrong because you're overthinking it and you're not giving yourself full credit for what you do in your organization. So the key takeaways are 1, make sure you are eligible to apply to the job. 2, make sure that you are providing your supporting documentation. And 3, make sure your resume has all of the KSAs.